as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
A pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to
the 230th edition of The Best Thing Happening on a Thursday here in rainy, overcast Burrell Boom. Rainy, overcast all over the country. Race canceling, places flooding. But in the studio, it's nice and dry and warm. So we'll bring to you all the cycling talk, the race results if we have any. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. I think we have a hot topic tonight, Dee.
We do?
Yes, we have a hot topic. I believe it's a hot topic, and whereas the fans not be share like last week, this topic now be it's relevant to cycling, so it's not that that one last week we kind of lead off, but this one will definitely be a more where fans could get involved, cyclists could get involved, give their views.
Yeah, absolutely. I think last week we kind of blindsided the fans a little bit by that question because I think we're assuming that they knew more about cycling. We have to understand, fans are just watching the sport and they love their favorite riders and their favorite teams. But we'll talk about an interesting topic that's been on our minds here a little bit for a little while. So we'll make that announcement shortly so you guys can prepare. But definitely chime in. You don't necessarily have to give your name if you don't want to. When you call in, you can introduce yourself if you'd like to. If you don't, just go ahead and share your opinion. Everyone is obviously this is an open platform. No judging here. Your opinion is your opinion, and you can be as passionate as you would like to about that opinion. That's your opinion, and we respect your opinion. So just keep that in mind. We'd like this show to be a little bit more interactive, a little bit more informative. We'd like to, think outside the box a little bit more than just the usual reporting on races and talking about the normal results. I think that gets a little boring, to be quite frank, Andrew. I know people like hearing their names called and stuff like that, but for me, I much rather having some good dialogue with some substance and things that will help the sport move forward.
Yep. Well, first of all, we want to welcome our fans on this beautiful Thursday night. Like Dee said, it's overcast. It was raining today. We saw some serious flooding down south, Albert. I mean, I see bus wash away, I see car almost cover, and then I see road over right too. So it looked like them a flash flood. I guess it must start up in the mountains of Guatemala and came down rapid.
Yeah, quite a bit of water we got because it didn't rain, necessarily too long. But it's crazy how the environment is changing, Andrew, with all the land clearing that's going on. It's a funny thing. You always have to balance development with environmental issues and concerns because with all the land clearing and stuff like that could definitely result in things like more flooding. Where's the water going to go? Right, it's going to go into the open areas, and unfortunately our friends down south in the Toledo district are facing some serious water issues right now. I saw some overhead video footage, Andrew, and it looks like a significant amount of water is spread across the land there. I know the coastal highway looks like it's damaged as well. So guys, we'd like to say be very careful on the roads. If you're traveling, I know you've got commuters who are using those roads quite a bit. So remember, getting home to your family is the safest thing, right? It's the most important thing. So drive slow, be very, very cautious. One of the warnings that we'd like to give here from us as a wheel turn, if you are not certain about the depth of the water, you might want to just wait and call some type of emergency rescue folks and some of those personnel who are a little bit more familiar with those with those type of situations. Don't take it on your own.
Don't risk it.
Don't risk it and drive and try driving across flooded water. You hear it all the time. And unfortunately, I saw a couple of vehicles that were lost in the flood. I saw a bus floating away. I don't know if kids were on that bus. Hopefully not. But those are the things that we want to make sure that people are being very careful of. But with that being said, stay safe out there. We hope that this rain is short-lived, and we'll be back to our normal tropical life here in Belize.
Yeah. George, I think you're retired next year. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah. First of all, I want to big up Mr. Kevin Logan for our tires and, of course, the food. But actually, there's some delicious soup that Miss Debs make the soup.
Nice.
Yep.
We're going to have to start this show a little earlier so I can eat. Because I eat, you know what time I had lunch and dinner today? Around 3:30.
Okay.
That's when I eat. And I eat one meal for the day, one big meal for the day. That's it.
So you stay slim, man.
So that's why I can't, yeah.
And then you write it off.
Well, sometimes, not today, because of the rain. Obviously.
Okay.
But yeah.
You know about home trainer? You know about home trainer you ride, or you don't like home trainer? You like home
I
trainer?
have, but I mean, it doesn't rain like that much to affect my riding. Cause plus, I have a more of a flexible schedule. So not that I don't like it, but I don't see the need for it. Honestly.
Well, I love mines. Let's move in. Actually, I only have 2 birthdays for report on. But before I get into the birthday, I definitely want to. Dia, you want to get that bell? Get that bell. We want to big up a member of the Azul Turns family, Miss Rita Thompson. 35 years of service. She works at the customs for 35 years. Man, that's a long time. Miss Rita, but you look like you're only 35, so I don't know how you work with your baby then. Yeah, so definitely big kudos to Miss Rita. You know, did an awesome job. You know, and keep. I think I'll retire next year. So all the best, Miss Reeds. Continue to do what you love.
Yeah, congratulations. It's difficult to be somewhere that long, you know, and give your time and dedication. I'm sure not every day was a bed of roses, so it takes a special person to put in that amount of years. So congratulations. Thanks for your service.
Exactly the way like I tell people, some jobs are very challenging, very, very challenging, because you know you have people in the upper echelon, or you know, when you first start, you start as a junior and you have to take orders, and then maybe sometime maybe when the senior tell you not correct, but you have to abide by what they say, and then if some kind of slip up go on, then you take the lick. You understand? So some people jobs are really rough. I mean, I don't go to some. That's why I tell you I love my job. I love my job because some of the job where people have to go to work every day, it's really tough. I saw an incident on the news at the Matron Roberts Health Center where there was a scuffle. The doctor and people providing healthcare was attacked. I understand. So it's tough. You don't know who you're running into and what the situation. So
yeah, no, it's a great point, Andrew. It's definitely difficult. You know, unless you're working for yourself in a field that you actually enjoy, like for example, you don't feel like you're ever working.
Never work.
You know, you get busy, of course, but you don't feel like it's a job for you.
It's just a hobby.
It's a hobby, correct? And that's the best place to be. You know, I work in corporate America for just under 25 years, so I know the struggle, and I can tell you, I definitely. When I decided to resign or retire and move to Belize, that was the best decision that I ever made, because I don't know how much longer I could have sustained that. It's not very sustainable to just be working just for money, right? So you got to set your goals, and you know, like folks that has an opportunity to retire with relatively good health and still at a vibrant age, I would encourage people to do that more. There's more to life than just working for someone else. I mean, find something that you're passionate about, and maybe you can make enough just to pay your your bills. So yeah.
So let me move on to the birthday greetings. So the World Cup being up the World. Well, let us. We're reaching to the sports party. We're reaching it, man. This month, don't worry. We're reaching it. Mr. Erlan Akkad celebrated his birthday. Mr. Erlan Akkad is the father of the Cad brothers. We know we have all the Cad brothers who ride. And then I have a big birthday. It was Monday. Get the bell again. You could big up to another part of as a returns family. Big bad Kevin Logan. So George, put up the picture.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the man. Boy. Lex Kana, what? Kevin Montana?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Big bad Kevin.
I
Yes,
didn't see that, but that's a beautiful picture there.
Yeah.
Kevin look happy
Why?
in that picture.
What are you managing? You're managing what? Hennessy?
I'm not sure.
Why are you managing an expensive drink? That drink there must $200 glass or something or so.
Might be some blue label.
Yeah. So huge happy birthday to Kevin Logan, aka Big Bad Logan, as Miss Rita Dakana. All the best, my brother. Wishing you many more wonderful years on the face of this earth and continue to do what you love. Like I said, you are not only a fan. You actually, he got his big up today too. He made it on the fan appreciation, and Mr. Logan does so much for cycling, so much. So big up yourself, Kev. You have any other birthdays?
No, that was it. The only one I had was Orlando.
Okay.
That
Why? What? This is the smallest birthday.
June. That we know about. Yeah.
Okay, but I know other people celebrate their birthday, so they can mention it on the live. George put it up. All right. So so we had one race to report on, but just before we report on the race, the World Cup started today. Mexico.
Today's the official start of the World Cup.
Yep. So
I've never been a soccer fan, so, but especially, for big events like this, I'd probably catch one. But I've never been. I don't know why I've never gone into
I must tell
soccer.
that was my first sport before cycling.
You
Yes.
And it's funny, we play because in Belize we play everything, right?
Yeah.
I played as we call it, football. No? I play football. I love it as far as playing it, but I've never gone into like watching it. I don't know why.
You will believe it. Well, guess what? I changed my mind.
Uh-huh.
So I attended St. Michael's College. That doesn't exist anymore, right? But they were playing football on the field, and this one guy chopped the next guy foot and broke it right in front of me.
Ooh.
That I tell my dad, cycling, I don't mind following and script up. No football. When I see foot broke and so big and hit the ball, I say,
wow.
Football over for me. So that's a tough sport, but I look forward to the World Cup every 4 years when I have the World Cup. So my favorite team is France.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So I cheer for France. I like Mexico. They are neighbors, but I ride with France. So
Mexico probably have a strong team, huh?
Yeah. Well, actually, they won today 2-0, right? They beat South Africa. Yeah.
Oh, really? Awesome.
And then, boy, the NBA, they had a hot game
yes.
last night.
Yes. So the Knicks are up 3-1.
1-3-1, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I watch a part, but Spurs win up, so I said Spurs win. Spurs.
Actually, British come up with that. Soccer though, by the way. So the people who invented actually come up with that.
No, you did.
Who's that?
Yeah.
It's a place I call it soccer.
Who says that? Keith Anderson?
But,
well, that's what the world calls it, soccer, right?
Yeah, the game was, I know Georgian are a big fan, right? Because I heard Georgian really broke down the house.
Oh, you talk about the game last night?
Yeah, the NBA last night.
That was a wicked game, man. I don't watch it much as Lex, but that was a wicked game. I watched it last night.
They might lose by 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Man, amazing.
A bad play by DeAndre Fox, too. Yeah, he should have held the ball.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I see I have people on my side, too. All right, so we had one race to report on. We had the Pooks Blue Dove Estate cycling race held this past Sunday. It was a beautiful race. I love the course, D. I love the course.
Me too.
I wish I have more race on the course. It's perfect, and then the traffic is not too. They're not heavy traffic.
Right.
When I said, man, this is beautiful, and then the road is just resurfaced. But it was I think Georgian have the results. So do you make you?
The thing I like about it was that it was 0 potholes because of the brand new road.
Exactly.
So really nice.
And like 1 mile through the causeway finish, right? I think about 1 mile in.
No, that's more than 1 mile. That's
one mile.
That's about 3 miles in.
No, but where it actually finish?
Yes. Well, till maybe 2. I don't know, maybe 2 miles, mile and a half.
Mile and a half, about
Maybe,
halfway.
Yeah,
because when it passed the finishing line, we go up the next mile and a half.
About a mile and a half.
So it's like almost halfway. Halfway, yeah.
Correct.
But we have the results. I'll make you fully in the results. It was a club race, right?
So it was under Weekend Warrior banner. Mr. Gilbert Pook out of the Chicagoland area. He sponsored the race. Nigel Alvarado was the guy who ran the race. Was helping out, and the course was between Crooked Tree Roundabout and Gardenia Village, and it was 2 times for a total of a little bit over 40 miles. Average speed was right about 23 miles an hour. Again, beautiful roads, nice road. It was a nice peloton, probably like 40 guys or so. Well done. I mean, it was top 10 overall, and then first B and first C. It had 4 station prizes for the A's, 4 station prizes for the B's, and 4 for the C's. So quite an interesting race. A break went on the second lap going, was it, or the first lap?
Second, I think that.
It was after the turn.
Right after the turn.
Right after the turn. Second lap going back to Gardenia, a break went, and it was kind of unusual how that break went. All of the top, stronger guys were kind of watching each other, and no one was moving really. So after those guys got away, it was like it was just a game of blocking in the back, I guess. So the other teams were represented. You had SPD represented in the break. We had M&M represented in the break. You had Running Rebels represented in the break. Elephant Sons represented in the break. Other than that, it was some single guys, and no one was really, committed to chasing. But the guys in the break were Sam Vicio from Team Santinos, Philip Leslie from SPD, Terran Tasher from Elephant Sons, Greville Young, he rides for the Stinging Bees, the Stingers, Preston Martinez for M&M, of course, Sidney Belazier for Running Rebels, Alex Pratt for Elephant Sons. Those were the guys in the break. That was 7 guys in the break. And it only left 3 remaining spots. They were giving away top 10. And then, of course, like I said, top B rider, which is 50 plus, and the top C rider is at 60 plus. So those guys pretty much stayed away because, everyone kind of sat up in the back. And they got a pretty nice lead. And after a while, I guess everyone settled for just kind of coming in the next bunch, right? But when the dust settled, Andrew, Sam Vicio did a solo attack coming out of the roundabout, going into the causeway, and he soloed to the victory, also winning the big station prize, which is the sheep. Sam rides for Team Santinos. Great ride and great comeback by Sam. He's been struggling here in a couple of the races lately, so nice to see him back at the number 1 spot. Philip Leslie riding for SPD. He was second. Terran Tasher was third, riding for Elephant Sons. Greville Young riding for Team Stingers, the Stinging Bees. And we have Preston Martinez, who did a nice ride in 5th place. He rides for M&M Engineering. Sidney Belazier riding for Team Running Rebels. He was 6th, 7th place. And rounding out the last position of the breakaway was Alex Pratt. He's riding for Elephant Sons. So Elephant Sons had 2 guys in the top 10. In 8th place was Sherwin Roca, riding for River Valley Boys. In 9th place was Steven Jorgensen, also rides for the Stinging Bees, Team Stingers. And in 10th place, rounding off that podium, was Charles Leslie Jr. riding for Elephant Sons. So Elephant Sons had 3 guys in the top 10. Nice job, Terran Tasher, Alex Pratt, and also Charles Leslie Jr. The Stinging Bees, Team Stingers, had 2 guys in the top 10 in the name of Greville Young, who's been riding pretty well lately. There's no secret to cycling. The more aggressive you ride, the better results you'll fare off. So These guys been showing that week in and week out. And also Steven Jorgensen, who was, I believe he was ninth. So that's your top 10 overall. And in the 50 plus category, we had 4 riders in that category, I believe. We had myself riding for BZ Boys. We had the other rider was Kenny Gladden riding for Loans to Go. We had Harold Humes. He rides on Attach. And we had Alberto Acosta riding for the Stinging Bees as well, the Stingers. And of course, D. Wade continued with his consistency in that B category, taking home the little trophy there. And also 3 of the 4 station prizes. In the C category, it was none other than Barney Brong riding for Loans to Go. Barney Brong's been dominating that category ever since he got back. Warren Cowie was up there as well. Hubert Johnson was up there as well. And a couple other riders, but Barney Brong secured 3 of the 4 station prizes. One of those station prizes was won by his teammate, which is Isaiah Willisey. So that is your race. I want to thank Mr. Gilbert Pook for putting that race together. Definitely he will sponsor the race again next year. I understand that he wants to do a yearly thing, so that's great. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that had a part in putting that race together, Andrew. We see we had some DJs out there.
Yeah, we want to big up the queen of Crooked Tree.
Yeah, I was definitely going to get to that.
Yeah.
But,
sorry, you want to bring it back?
No, just continue the slideshow.
Yeah.
But I wanted to also big shout out to the folks from Corozal.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Angie Matura and all the other folks there supporting the guys from Corozal. They actually brought out a cooler with drinks and
I saw that.
Yes, with cold beverages, and was very, very generous to all the other cyclists. So I always appreciate the family atmosphere. When people take it upon their own initiative to do things like that. Andrew, definitely big up to them. But like you said, the queen, Miss Carissa Tillett, she was out there representing for the Crooked Tree Village Council, and she's the current Miss Crooked Tree, the queen. So she was out there, and all the guys were very excited to take pictures with her. She's actually, a little fun fact about her, she's actually the sister of my sister-in-law.
Okay.
So my brother's wife is her sister, and that's why, if anyone was wondering kind of why we were close, that was the reason why.
Right.
But she's a little extended family. So thank you, the Queen, for being out there and being a part of this event as well. Like I said, it was nice to take part in it, and I really enjoyed the course, Andrew.
I love it. I tell the guys, man, this is a beautiful course.
Yeah, and I'm actually working with my folks from back in Crooked Tree, because that's my second home.
Yeah.
My dad is from Crooked Tree, and my bunch of family is, I've got uncles and cousins and everyone else there. So I'm working with the guy who owns the supermarket in Crooked Tree is my first cousin.
Okay.
And my uncle. So what I'm doing is I'm working with them. I'll work with them later on to have a race, and then we'll do the after party there. We'll do a barbecue and have some drinks and stuff like that. So we'll definitely keep everyone posted. But we'd like to do the same route exactly. Start there, do a rollout to the roundabout, and then race to Gardenia two times. I like it. I like that route.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then what we'll do is we'll come in and actually, I didn't like the part of turning around and coming back. That wasn't that kind of broke up the race a little bit as far as the momentum of the race. I understand what they were doing. They were giving the sheep there because that's where his property was. But if anything I would change is just coming in, you just sprint to the line, and that would be a better finish. So we'll work on that, but stay tuned for that. In the next month or two, we'll do another race up that way.
Nice. Folks, if tomorrow the weather is good, where they have the club race tomorrow, the weekend warriors will normally be Thursday, might be Friday. So if there's no rain, the race will be on tomorrow. Coming up Sunday. But we had. You have the results from a group of Belizean traveled to Oklahoma. We never reported on it last week, right? Because that's happened this week. Yeah.
We actually look like we'll get some good weather in the morning.
Okay.
So race is on, guys.
Yeah.
Troy, Gabby, if you're listening, can you send out an update maybe to the Weekend Warrior guys so they know that the race will be on?
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely do that because I didn't know that. I heard from my host here that the race was on for tomorrow.
Yeah, the race is on.
And I was looking forward to doing it. But anyways, yeah, so we had some guys traveling and doing the Tulsa Tough. We mentioned those guys, but we didn't get into results last Thursday.
Yeah, well, because the race on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Correct.
Yeah, so I remember the names of the riders there. So we had Ahmad Charrington, Caden Sutherland, and young David Major. We also had Jalen Briceño, and we had the two Williams brothers, and then we had a young phenom, Baby Chav, taking part. So, I think you'd have more of the results. You have the results?
Not really, but we can talk about it a little bit. I guess overall, the only Belizean that was in the top 10 overall was Derek Chavarria, and he was riding solo, obviously. But the overall winner of that Omnium was Brian Gomez.
Put up, George.
Oh, okay.
So he was the overall winner. And then in the other categories, I believe it was category 3 that our other Belizean guys rode, which was Devin Major, Ahmad Charrington, and Caden Sutherland. And our best results there, I believe one day was 3rd, and then we had a 5th and a 7th. So that was our results. Other than that, unfortunately, Devin had a crash, a spill.
Ahmad also had a crash.
Ahmad had a spill too. Okay, yeah, those crits are pretty dangerous. And the week before Jiven went down, he got banged up, and he didn't make it to Tulsa Tough, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think
I don't think he was on the roster. But we wish all those guys. Like I saw a post on Facebook. I mean, it's a learning experience. The one certainty about cycling is that you'll crash. It's a part of the sport. I mean, it is what it is. It's no secret. I mean, you're on two wheels, and at some points you're going 30 to 40 miles an hour. So and you're racing with a bunch of guys. So we all crash. We've all been there. And you know what we do is we brush it off, we get back up, and then we ride again. So those guys will bounce back, and I'm sure they'll come in very strong. It's never a good time to crash, but I guess if there is any time to crash, it's a long before a big race. Obviously, Jiven and those guys are getting ready for the Nationals, which we'll talk about a little bit here, which is going to be happening in just a little bit over a week.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about definitely more next week, Thursday, on the show, and definitely go deep in that. We hope we have somebody from the Cycling Federation or somebody involved in studios to give the full details. It's all over the world. They have the Nationals and Belize will host one. So it'll be what, Saturday and Sunday, right? They never change it to Friday, right? It's Saturday and Sunday, right?
Someone was saying Friday and...
But I think that's tough because when my guys work.
Yeah.
So you have to stick with Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, I would figure it's enough time to recover from a hard effort, a hard team.
Well, everybody went through it.
Exactly.
Everybody went through it, yeah.
So
that's next week. Coming this Sunday, the Father's Day Criterium race. So, George, you can put up a poster. That right there, yeah. So, coming up this Sunday, Father's Day Criterium, celebrate cycling. So, it's Sunday, June 14th, Father's Day. Central American Boulevard, boy. Actually, I drove over the bridge this evening, but I buy like an piece of Paris and I ride over. So the categories are the Elite U23 Masters, Master 40 plus, Masters 50 plus, Masters 60 plus, Women Elite and Junior, Male Junior and Youth. Proud sponsored by Minister Mala, the BTB. We have some youth race, age 5 to 12, any bike. So they start time at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, I think that's at 10 o'clock, right? The time mark there. And I said time, did you say the time, D?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Oh, yes, that's what we gone. With glasses and still not so good. Yeah. So come out and support folks to our all-day event. I'm going to take the people out there, starting at 10. So I believe it's almost a full day of racing. And,
is there going to be live streaming?
No one have contacted me yet, but you know Mr. Adonistan, he can't go there and not have a camera because folks folks, especially those in the diaspora, they want to see, this morning when I put up a message that, sorry folks, no race due to rainy weather, and I said, thank you, Mr. Donis, because we were looking for the race. So I said, wake up.
Yeah, so we have some additional information on the race, Andrew. Okay. So the male juniors and youth will be the first race up, and they start at 10 a.m. Again, male juniors and male youth, 10 a.m., 10 laps. Masters 40, 50, and 60 plus at 11 a.m., and that's 10 laps as well. The kids, 3 to 5 and 6 to 9 years, at noon, there'll be the lunchtime special, and then open women is at 12:30 p.m., 8 laps. Youths, 10 to 14 at 1:30 p.m., 1 lap. The open women, so wait, there's 2 open, no, that's just open women and then open women. So one might be elite, 12:30 and then 12:30 p.m. So you've got the same time here, but 8 laps and 2 laps. So I'm thinking maybe the women youths. The women youths are doing 2 laps probably. Anyways, but the big event, which would be the Open Elite U23 and Masters at 2 p.m. And that's 20 laps, ladies and gentlemen. So everything kicks off at 10 a.m. Again, this is the Central American Boulevard circuit, which is typically from the bridge to the first roundabout, right, by Central American Cemetery Road.
Right.
So from the bridge to Cemetery Road is considered half a lap, and then you do that on the other side, on the Civic side. So the BWS side, the Civic side, that's 1 lap, and we will do that 20 laps on the male elite side.
What that cover how much? Each lap how much?
It's about a mile, I think.
A mile, okay.
Yeah, I think about a little bit over a mile.
Okay, so pretty fast.
Yeah. That'll be quick races, like an hour or so. Yeah.
You have any
maybe
prizes?
A little bit more. Yes, we do have prizes actually. So Open Elite. We'll start with Open Elite. Nice prizes, Andrew, for a Father's Day Classic. 700 first place, followed by 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 75, and then you get 50 and 50 for 9th and 10th. In the Masters U23, 500, 300, 150. So hey, it could be a nice payday if you doubled it. If a U23 wins it all, you're looking at $1,200. 500 U23, second 300, third 150. Masters, which would be your Masters 35 plus, 500, 300, 150. And then your Masters 40 plus, 3, 2, 1. Your Masters 50 plus, 150, 75, 50. 60 plus, 150, 75, 50. Open Women 5, 3, 150. Women Junior 200, 150. Male Junior 3, 2, 1. Male Youth 2, 150. So there you go. Yep. Again, you have female Open Women 500 for first place. So I'd encourage female athletes to come out. I mean, lately we've been having a lot of races and we've not been seeing the female category represented. So guys, if you're listening, all these organizers are putting together some nice funds here for you guys to come out and race. And a lot of times the female category prizes go unclaimed, Andrew, and we have to kind of spread that out across the other categories. But this race is being sponsored by none other than the Honorable Anthony Mahler, who is the current Minister of Sports, Youth and Tourism. We have the Belize Tourism Board. We have the Cycling Federation of Belize as well. So fantastic event, it looks like. I'm planning on doing it.
Okay.
So I encourage everyone else to come out there and support the event. Should be fun.
And so that's this Sunday.
Yep, and we just want to mention that tomorrow is the deadline for registration.
Okay.
So tomorrow is the deadline for registration. You guys can register through the form on Cycling Federation of Belize, that form that is sent out in the group chat. Everyone should have that. So again, go ahead and register so you can have a slot.
Yeah. Dee, please remind me for carry the bell, and please remind me for bring back the bell. So I'll carry the bell and lend the Cycling Federation so they can ring the bell, for laps.
Yeah, last lap.
And if they have preams, they might have the bell. So, and I believe, I think and we get back the numbers. Then I have some numbers where count them in the laps, and see if I find them and take them out there also to help the federation. So they could put laps so the cyclists could actually see the count down, right?
Oh, absolutely,
So,
those we usually have those on these crit races. I've always seen them.
Well, they didn't write it down. They normally write it, but I have physical numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see those though. We always use those. I didn't do this one last year, but for the other races, like on the George Briggs Highway, I've seen. Or on the Philip Wilson Highway, I've seen those numbers. Oh, those are yours though?
Yeah, I'm the numbers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Those are helpful.
Well, I have to big up Mr. Lincoln Phillips out of New Hampshire. He provided me those numbers.
Yeah, those are nice. You need those. Makes it easy.
That's important. And I actually have a bullhand too, so I could even lend the bullhand. The bullhand for the Stuart and the family.
Nice. Nice.
So, I want to share all the things. So, the topic can be hot, please. The topic can definitely be hot. So, yes, so this Sunday, come out, bring out the family, come out early, support the cyclists, support the kids. We want to see the sport continue here in Belize, so we definitely ask everyone to come out and cheer on the riders, and big up to the minister and the BTB for sponsoring this event. We have an next race coming up, but the 28th, so we're going to talk about that next week, and then we have one the 12th, so a lot of races coming up, but we're going to share it. But do the kids need? I believe the kids just go there. I don't believe the kids just serious about that.
No, typically they don't have to. No, they don't have to register. Typically, just the morning off. You guys can just touch base with whoever the commissaries or whoever the officials are, right, Andrew? That's how it's normally done. But yeah, it's great. Bring out the kids. Like I said, the different age group. I think was 6 to. Let me see again. Just let's see what age group we had there. You must say
12 to 14 or something or so. I think
yeah, we have it right here. So we have 3 to 5, kids 3 to 5, and 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Then also 10 to 14, which should be youth. Youths are 10 to 14, but the kids are 3 to 5 and 6 to 9-year-olds. So bring those kids out and let it be a nice, fun family day.
Yep. So guys, we're taking a break. I want to come back. We'll get into our topic. And so remember, you can call in, George, and put up the phone number on the screen so you can see it.
So we call this segment Topic of the Week, right?
Topic of the Week, yep. So we have a hot topic, and we ask everybody to get involved, man. Make we build this thing. So we have the topic. You'll see it shortly. We'll talk about it. So we'll take a break, D, and then we'll return.
Sounds good.
As the Wheel Turn has been brought to you by Southern Queen Products, Healthy Hair, Radiant Skin, Royal Confidence, Sensible Guess, and 3.14 Pi.
This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turtle. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up
Van down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live we turn on us. So yes.
Glory, Dual Dynasty, Miguel and Williams Family Cycling Race. Coming soon, September 6, 2026, 8 a.m. sharp. Honoring the Dual Dynasty, Arthur and Rudy Miguel, Justin and Corey Williams.
Join us at the starting line in San Ignacio, Benque Viejo, and then a turnaround to Belize City.
There will also be a female race starting from Rolling Creek in front of the Puma gas station and will go all the way to Belize City.
Be on the boulevard for all the excitement and to cheer on your favorite cyclists. The first 10 cyclists is guaranteed a trophy, plus cash, and numerous station prizes.
And join us at the finish line at the Marion Jones Stadium for all the celebrations.
So come join us for this extravagant event, the extravagant race.
This is brought to you by Adolfo Cabral and the rest of the Cabral family.
And we want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, the Cycle Federation of Belize, the Belize City Council,
M&M Engineering, Leslie's Imports, Dr. Osbert O. Usher Dental Clinic. Thank you all for your support.
And Leslie Imports will be donating 2 station cash prizes, one for the male riders and one for the female riders.
Dr. Osbert O. Usher will also have cash prizes at Grant Farms Mile 13 for male and female riders. And Heritage Bank will be donating the final station prize just before the finishing line. And also a donation will be made by BTB, Minister Anthony Marler. Catch the Bull, the Queen of Cycling, Rita Thompson will be donating numerous cash prizes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What kind of segment do you?
This segment is, what do we say it was going to be?
Well, actually, we are
Question of the week?
Question of the week, yep.
Question, we're making up this name as we go along. That's why. But it is question of the week, right? So each week we will have a question for our viewers to participate in. The goal is, ladies and gentlemen, the goal is to see what's missing in cycling in Belize across different, whatever it is, you know, and ask your opinion. Again, this is your opinion and your opinion only. This is not facts. We don't need to debate each other's opinion. We can have a dialogue, a very safe place here to have a dialogue. You can be open about what you think. I mean, what you think and what's the solution for whatever the question is that we ask. But we encourage you to participate because these things will bring about positive changes, right, Andrew?
Definitely.
So today's question, or tonight's question, which George is going to put on the screen, correct?
All right. So basically, the question tonight: we see the decline in the female category of female cycling Belize. We want to know what make a decline and what are solutions to have young ladies, you know, get back into the sport of cycling. So the young ladies could share, fans could share, sponsors could share. As a matter of fact, right here I have three shoes actually by the guy again.
Mr. Philip Pierce out of Chicago, out of the Chicagoland area. He actually came by today and he dropped off these cycling shoes. You know, we had a conversation, and then I told him about the topic tonight, and he said, "Great, he'll support that." So these shoes are being donated to new. You have to be new female cyclists. whether youth or on the elite side, whatever it is, as long as these shoes can fit you. They're size 41, European size 41. But again, this one is brand new. The others, I think, is lightly worn.
Yeah, it's Harley.
Yeah, Harley, right?
Yeah.
But this one is brand spanking new, and nice shoe, carbon reinforced sole. But so we are committed right off the bat. Like I said, we're committed to actually growing this category back. I'll mention some folks who has been instrumental in this category, Andrew. And I hope that these people might come back on board in some fashion to try to maybe help motivate or incentivize young women. But our issue is what we've seen, Andrew and I, what we've seen is that we've seen a significant decline lately with female cyclists. The female category, we've actually had some races where we had female prizes and only one female shows up, sometimes none at all. Yeah. And it has shown over the years that if the female rides consistent with the male riders, it improves their performance significantly when they do race in their own categories. So again, the question is, what do you believe are causing the decline in female cycling, and what are possible solutions to boost back up that the female category, right? To increase that.
No matter, George,
and you guys can call in a WhatsApp at 634-4779. Again, WhatsApp number is 634-4779. If you're a local, you call in on the 614-4776. But hey guys, give us a call. Nigel, give us a call. Let's have a chat about it. While we're waiting on our first call, I'd want to thank guys like Ruben Martinez.
Yes.
Ruben did something fantastic. We had a conversation. He said, D-Wade, what do you think about, doing an all-female race? On that day, have nothing but the female. That was a great idea. I think that was the largest female field, over
21. I think I'm
yes.
counting 21.
Over 20 riders actually participated. So that's the kind of thing we'd want to see. A lot of those riders, they still have their bikes. Why are they not riding? We do understand that, folks got to work. We do understand that they have school to attend. We know these were busy times preparing for graduation and so forth. But could that be a factor? Maybe school, maybe managing that workload for some becomes a little more difficult than others. But we'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts when it comes to the female category?
Yep, we definitely. We definitely want. Even the young ladies where may participate, even they could call in and say maybe what are the reason why they're not riding anymore, because like I said, Mr. Ruben when Miss Dan and Miss Ruben run it, they had some beautiful prize too. We had quite a number of.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lack of prizes, because every race is. Even this race coming up, the Father's Day race, female categories are definitely represented. So there has to be something else that's keeping the young ladies away from the races, and I would love to know what it is, and then how we can actually fix that. What can we do to motivate that? So that responsibility falls on, CFB, perhaps. Maybe take a closer look at that race. I know in our group, some of the folks, some of the opinions that were shared in that group was perhaps CFB should maybe dedicate some special efforts and strategies as far as helping to build out that category. So let's have an open conversation about it, Andrew. What are your thoughts?
I believe that some of the female races are too long for these young ladies. The young ladies express that it's tough for them to ride 50 miles. So when they have some race and say 50 miles, they're like 50 miles after race, and then after race along more elite riders. So you find out that the younger girls, I believe that it's kind of at least strenuous to build. We at no professional level, so I believe to get them just one shorter races, 15 miles, 20 miles race longest, and I believe having shorter races will definitely encourage and say, okay, it's 20 miles. And then you can maybe bump it up like on E30 or whatever, but I believe the long races are definitely grueling because me as a male, you know, it's tough. You have to train too hard, like you said.
Mm-hmm. And that can be fixed easily, obviously, with just, you know, shorter races, right? But what about the Thursday races at 20 miles?
For the Thursday races, especially when I have the open, the pace is definitely grueling for the young.
But then again, the female are riding in their own category, right? So when they get dropped, they get dropped.
Okay.
Right? So that's not a...
Well, the race starts so hard, that they probably someone get dropped almost immediately.
Which is fine, because if you have 5 female, they'll be riding amongst themselves.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I would think, along those lines, what you're saying, I think first off, we need some type of structure to develop them, to get them confident so they can ride with the male. And what that means is having just female races. You know, like you said, shorter distance, you start 10 miles, 15, 20, up to 30, and then maybe run at 40. Have whatever that distance is that in mind, you can do that. But guys, let's hear. We're not reading the comments, just so you know. We can't really read the comments and commentate or talk to you guys. So I think it'd be best to call in.
Pick up the phone and call. Don't be shy. Express your views. I mean, if you don't want to see the sport bill, you have to get involved.
Let your voices be heard.
You know what it is for Mr. Adonis? Thursday morning when my phone alarm 4 o'clock and I say, man, this bed's so nice and I want to get out of this bed. But Mr. Adonis know that, you know, folks on the lookout. So I make a sacrifice. So make the sacrifice, man, on the call in and give an opinion or spark up something that. Because remember, I might have some views, and you have some views, and you're putting it together, and it makes sense. So
yeah. And again, shouting out to folks I think who's been instrumental in that category. Again, Ruben Martinez, big thank you to you for doing that. It seems like you've fell back a little from those races, but I would encourage you to continue that effort if you may. You know, definitely reach out to myself, reach out to Andrew, see what we can do to maybe put something together for the female. Weekend Warrior has been doing well. They've opened up the races to the Thursday races to female, and they actually have female prizes. So that's an avenue as well. Then we want to also give a recognition to Kaya Katus and yourself. Those summer series. Those have been very instrumental, Andrew, in actually developing young cyclists, both male and female. A lot of those youth riders, a lot of the junior riders who are doing really well right now. I mean, your Keith Enright Jr., Ahmad Charrington, Devin Major, you've got Irene Baki. All those folks actually came through that program as novice.
The serious summer series, I have to definitely big up this series, Ray and Kaya, and they definitely started that. And like I said, a lot of the stars now, a lot of the kids that are starring now came from the series summer series group. So big shout out to Kaya. I think I have to ring the bell for Kaya, man. After that for Kaya, she definitely plays a big role, but we know we have other commitments right now, so.
And then, so we'd encourage perhaps maybe if the federation is watching things along those lines, they can probably do some of those things as well, right? I'm sure you're willing to help however you can. Like you said, we just got 3 pairs of shoes donated by Mr. Philip Paris. So that's a start for any young lady who is looking at getting into cycling. Perhaps they have their own bike and are just starting to get into the cleats, clip-in type pedals. Come to the shop, talk to Andrew. If the shoe is your size, you can definitely get a pair, right?
Yep.
So,
with 2 young ladies, just that, they're not scenarios. I have a young lady by the name of Christina Noble, and a young lady by the name of Jameli Hill. And she recently bought a bike, and she said she loves cycling. Asked her, will you race? She said she not sure. She just want to ride. She love riding her bike, and she said just want to get into the bicycle, and then decide if you want that. But I hope that both of them would take part in some of the races. And I say, if you have charter races, I believe that, you would have young ladies come out and participate, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity with Brotherhood of in cycling to do talk some kids at a school, and they were very, very interested in cycling, Andrew. So what I'm trying to say is that, perhaps if folks from the Cycling Federation of Belize can get in front of these young kids, to let them be aware of the sport first and foremost, introduce them to the sport, the kind of equipment they will need, and also to just talk a little bit more about how to get into the sport. I think something like that would be helpful, right? Get into primary school, into high school, and then it can start from there. You can incentivize them by providing scholarships, maybe for the for the high school kids.
Right.
So do a series of races, and the top performers within the different categories can earn a scholarship. I mean, definitely there are things that you can do. I don't. It's not a category that's just going to grow by itself. So things like what Irene Baki is doing, it shows that there's potential in the sport. There's opportunity in the sport. I mean, currently she is with a contingent out there in France. Yes. So there are opportunities, international opportunities. We have to highlight those. We have to make sure the kids are excited about that. I mean, who wouldn't want to be representing their country, right? I mean, that's one of the best, most distinguished honor you can get.
We're going to answer your question. Okay,
got a call from Robert Banner.
All right.
Good night, sir. Good night.
Yes, good night, good night. I'm watching the show all the way from Ontario. And so I'm enjoying the show this evening.
Thank you very much. Do you have any opinion on the question?
Yeah, I noticed there's a little delay in the
we can hear you. There's a delay in the video, but
you can turn on for him. You can turn on for his TV.
Yeah, you go ahead and turn it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, I was thinking that perhaps the female riders might need some assistance, maybe economically. I mean, I think bicycles are not cheap. And also maybe it might be that, the females are really focusing on education and career. And so there has to be some kind of an encouragement nearby the Cycling Federation to see how they can get them to be more interested. And also I believe that perhaps the cycling teams, them in Belize, the male cycling teams, could try and see how they could at least get one or two female riders involved with their team, so that would start to increase the female cyclists that we have here in the country of Belize. But I think it's something that really needs attention, and perhaps also maybe the Ministry of Sports could see how they could implement some sort of program within the primary schools or high schools, and try to see how maybe they would motivate and get more of the females interested in cycling, because we can remember way back when we had Shini Zabane and then Solis and all these great female riders. It was great competition back then, and we used to look forward to seeing them participating. So that's just my contribution for tonight, and thank you guys for the good work you're doing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bana. Those are great points that you mentioned, and thank you for bringing those to light. And hopefully, if folks are watching, they can definitely maybe expand on those a little bit, right? But just to summarize some of the things that he did say, the economics behind cycling, which the Stewart and Robert Hill family has been doing a fantastic job donating bikes. So quite a few young ladies do have bikes that are not currently participating in the races. But additionally, we know there's a substantial cost in actually acquiring a bicycle just to start riding. So that is one of the points that he mentioned, which is very valid. He also mentioned participation by the Ministry of Sports, the government of Belize, perhaps to start getting into these schools, primary schools, and even get kids from a very early age, right? Primary school and also high school. I know I had a conversation at an event with Mr. Jason Menzies, who is the director, I believe, of the National Sports Council. And he had mentioned that they were going to acquire some bicycles for that same purpose, to get into schools. So I know that's on their radar. A lot of these things has to do with budgets and budget approvals and things of that nature. So I don't know where that's gone. But that's another point that he brought up, right? And then he also mentioned the challenge between academics as well as a career and also training. I think if people are incentivized in the right way, I think that can curb behaviors, right? So, for example, we talk about maybe offering scholarships or paid tuition, maybe not full scholarships, maybe paid tuition for a semester. Then that's a big help, and maybe female cyclists will come out for that. So great call, and some great ideas there, Mr. Banner. Really appreciate your participation and contribution to the conversation. Anyone else?
What I noticed too that we have a better chance, or maybe I shouldn't use the word better chance, but females tend to, could travel, travel abroad and participate in. It's not how do I say? I don't want to say it's not that tough. It's tough, but the chance, because all over the world it seems that there's an issue with female cycling.
Well, I think what you're getting to is if you're a female cyclist racing in Belize, your chances of representing Belize is greater than a male cyclist because the competition is less, right? So you'd have if they're picking a team of 6 people or 3 people, right? It's not as hard to make that team if you're competing against 20 athletes as opposed to 50.
Right.
I think that's kind of what you're
right. They try,
what you're saying.
I mean, just a few years ago, we had quite a number of young ladies that represented Belize. We had we'll go around the sister name again, Gabby.
Yes.
We had
Irene back here.
We had Irene. We had Tara Lee, my niece.
Correct.
You had
even the other young lady who was riding with Tara Lee at the time.
I can't remember her name.
I forgot what her name was, but yeah. So the opportunity, like Andrew was saying, to travel and represent the country is greater. You have a greater chance of doing that as a female cyclist. The Junior Caribbean Championships are coming up,
right?
Right, and we don't know who would be qualified for that because they're not really participating right now. So, and that's coming up here pretty quickly. So that's in October.
Yeah, I believe October.
Yeah, it's only a few more months. So, again, one of the points that Mr. Banner brought up, and also I had mentioned this in our chat earlier in preparation for this topic tonight, was that perhaps the federation can talk to the team managers and the team owners and the team sponsors to incorporate 1 or 2 females on their roster, and let's say incentivize team owners to do that. You don't have to, but if you have 1 or 2, at least one team member, one female member on your team, one female rider, that female rider first and foremost is free for the year registration, and you get an additional discount as an incentive for the entire year for that team to register. So perhaps things like that, and then you'll actually have these owners and sponsors looking for a female rider because it's immediate economic impact to their budget. So those are things that we have to look into, Andrew.
Yep. There was a question, I see on a chat group, and they were questioning why the club have so much races and the junior, the elite riders, and have no races. One of the person that is an organizer of one of the club races said that they do invite elite riders, but when they invite elite riders, only 3 or 4, and maybe that for one team. So it's not like no competition.
We have a call from
You have a
Japan.
call? Okay, good.
Good night.
Hey, good morning, fellas. This is Rich calling from Japan.
Boy!
Hey,
It's an honor.
hey, man. Listening to your show, it brought back a lot of memories, from my high school days, Because back in the high school days, we used to have club periods, right? And you had sports clubs. And I think if they actually introduce cycling as a part of a club in high school for these females as a sport, it would help them to grow or enjoy the sport, or develop some type of liking towards it, that it might help them to push themselves to want to be cyclists. I know the problem is a lot of them, they don't want to be training on the roads. They're kind of scared. A lot of people don't know how to ride, a lot of these girls, or females. So by starting out in high school on a sports activity, something like that, would help them develop some type of little confidence in themselves and make them more want to do it. And then if the sports council could find a way to make it some type of sports, like you have high school basketball, football, where these high school compete against each other, it might help them to want to do it more, and represent their school. So I believe if they do something like that, man, maybe a lot more of these younger females might start looking at it and say, hey, it's something that they might be able to fall in love with and want to continue doing.
J. Rich, first and foremost, thanks for the call all the way from Japan. What time is it there?
Right now it's about 11:30 in the afternoon, almost, midday.
Almost lunchtime. Wow, okay. Thank you very much for chiming in. Look, great points there. We didn't think about that, and that's why it's essential for folks like you and other viewers to call in. But that's a great idea, because all of us as students, we all had different clubs, right? There was football, there was basketball, there was track and field, even cricket. I remember at St. John's College. So why can't we push that cycling in these high schools, and then, like you said, have a national competition, right?
Yep. And when I was in high school, and I used to go to junior sec at one time, so we had, back then, Mr. Bowman used to be back there, so he used to encourage a lot of the younger boys that wanted to get into cycling, because we had him there. So that kind of pushed a lot of guys back when I was in high school to get into cycling. So, like I said, if you got this stuff in the club, it will help a lot of these young females to see, man, let me try it out first. Either if you're doing it on trainers, these spin bikes, like we have in the gyms, you have those in the high school, they get used to riding and be like, all right, man, this is nice. I might want to do it more.
Absolutely, and then they can move that to, with technology now, they could do Zwift. They could do Zwift races in the clubs, and then move that onto the track at Marion Jones, things of that nature, and then try the ones that are developing really fast and getting really good. J. Rich, they can start participating in the races when there are female races. So makes a lot.
We used to do it at the track also. We used to do like the devil takes the most high and all that stuff. When we had sports day and all that, we used to go to the track, and we had our sports day and did that there. Even when I was going to BTC back then, technical, we used to do the devil take the most high, but we did it on the soccer field and behind the school. So it's there.
Yeah.
Or the football field.
Yeah.
Let me get it right, so George, don't get me wrong. The football field.
Yeah. Nice.
It's something that was there for a lot of us to do, and I don't think the high schools have that opportunity for these young females. So that's all I got to say on that. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll stay in touch.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your participation in the conversation, and you have a nice weekend as well.
All right, man.
Yeah. Bye. But there you go, great idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that will take some involvement, I think, from the Cycling Federation of Belize, or even the Sports Council to kind of get in front of these kids, right? Maybe, I don't know, career day or something. I don't know what the opportunity would be, but get in front of these kids and actually, talk to them about that, or actually visit the schools, talk to the principals, whatever, and see how you can, maybe introduce the club thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, great. I like it.
But the night you go fast.
We have time for a couple more calls? Or?
Yeah, a couple more calls, and then we get into the giveaways.
We gotta run, huh? All right, guys, let's continue to talk about this because, again, for me, I was very excited when I saw 21 young ladies line up. And they were very competitive, very competitive. So I would love to see, a peloton like that again. And I know the viewers would love that too. And you know what, Andrew, I think the support out there from the public would be great.
Exactly.
For female cyclists. So, if someone could, start something up and get going, I think this I think female cycling can be back on the rise again. That's what we hope.
Yeah, and we could have a short course now when they do laps. You know, could be critical, be maybe one course almost about like the Link Road, the one lap of the Link Road, 10 miles.
10 miles. That's perfect. That's a good race.
Yeah, one lap of the Link Road.
Yeah, but it'll just take someone to take the initiative, and I think again I keep saying this, but I think the responsibility is really on the Cycling Federation of Belize because that is a recognized category. Female is a recognized category. I am not sure why the effort is not there to have more specific races and specific targeted strategies to build that category. Like you said, perfect. Link Road is there. You also have the Limonal Circuit. Nice, 12 miles.
Yeah.
Link Road is 10 miles. Those would be perfect areas to start. Perhaps once every month, have an all-female race. And I'm sure, like I said, the public will donate prizes. I for sure will donate prizes. I know I can get prizes for the female category, so that's not an issue at all. It's just the fact that, hey, let's do it, and let's see who's going to come out. But I think if you consistently do it, I think they'll definitely come out, because at one point these folks still have their bikes, Andrew. They're just not riding it.
Yes,
because the structure is just not there.
Well, I think Miss Andy settled that Terminator started ride back with the team that you have on next where they ride.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of them have been focusing on school, rightfully so. But I also think that that a lot of kids can be student athletes. Obviously sometimes you'll have your little slower period, but I think for me, what I see, I think it's the structure is not there, so we definitely need to work on that. And also, like you said, which I agree with, the races, there should be shorter races, and all female races for sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
By the way, people are afraid for a call,
Well, we had a few.
Yeah, that's good.
We had a few tonight, so we're gonna count that as a win.
Yep, book the ice.
Exactly. Yeah. We had actually a lot of people commenting.
Yeah, they comment.
We just can't read the comments right now and see, but Colin, you still got a minute or two before we jump into the next segment. But again, every week we'll try to get an interesting question, right, Andrew?
Topic, yeah.
Talk about different things that we can do a little bit better and improve the sport even more so.
And cycling have it have come a long way. We started way back in 1928, so it shows that people love the sport, because for a sport lasts, we almost reach a century, right? So for the sport lasts that long, it shows that there are interests in it, and so we want to see it reach at another level. Like I said, the Irene Baquet reached France, so that itself don't a milestone.
Absolutely. So again, There's opportunities. Opportunities are definitely there to represent Belize and to do different things in cycling for females. It's just we just got to get them on, get them back on the bikes. How do we get them back on the bikes? That's what we're discussing tonight, right? So, anyone that has any ideas, chime in. Again, I think having all female races would be very exciting. We, a nice little momentum was building. I'm telling you, with Ruben and yourself, it was a nice little momentum. I know one of those the race I was finished at the Ponyard Bridge. That was an exciting race. I remember you were.
I have to big up Miss Dan from Dan Catering. She definitely pulled her weight. She did awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think the lack of support. You wouldn't have to worry about that. I'm definitely sure the support right now. If we had female riders who were actively training and someone decided to put a race together, I'm sure we can fill out some prizes.
Yep.
Definitely. So I encourage, again, if the young ladies are watching, let's get back on the bikes and get ready, because races will be coming for sure.
Feel free to stop at the bike shop if you're not shy, if you call upon the camera, stop at the bike shop and take notes and then share it on the show or when I have the live, what are the expressions. And I have to call on them, just say, somebody stop in and this was their, their contribution when I believe that female cyclists need to make it come back or make it, move along.
Certainly.
Yeah, D. So,
all right. So that segment has ended. And we will move on, and are we going to take another break, Andrew?
Take another break, and then I'll give the giveaways.
All right, perfect. So we'll be right back, guys.
As the Wheel Turn has been brought to you by Southern Queen Products, Healthy Hair, Radiant Skin, Royal Confidence, Sensible Guess, and 3.14 Pi.
Glory, Dual Dynasty, Miguel and Williams Family Cycling Race. Coming soon, September 6, 2026, 8 a.m. sharp. Honoring the Dual Dynasty, Arthur and Rudy Miguel, Justin and Corey Williams.
Join us at the starting line in San Ignacio Benque Viejo, and then a turnaround to Belize City. There will also be a female race starting from Rolling Creek in front of the Puma gas station, and we'll go all the way to Belize City. Be on the boulevard for all the excitement and to cheer on your favorite cyclists. The first 10 cyclists is guaranteed a trophy, plus cash, and numerous station prizes. And join us at the finish line at the Marion Jones Stadium for all the celebrations. So come join us for this extravagant event, the extravagant race.
This is brought to you by Adolfo Cabral and the rest of the Cabral family.
And we want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, the Cycling Federation of Belize, the Belize City Council, M&M Engineering, Leslie's Imports, Dr. Osbert O. Usher Dental Clinic. Thank you all for your support. And Leslie Imports will be donating 2 station cash prizes, one for the male riders and one for the female riders. Dr. Osbert O. Usher will also have cash prizes at Grant Farms Mile 13 for male and female riders. And Heritage Bank will be donating the final station prize just before the finishing line. And also a donation will be made by BTB, Minister Anthony Marler. Catch the Bull, the Queen of Cycling, Rita Thompson will be donating numerous cash prizes.
Welcome back. Our final segment, giveaway time. I think we just come up with, at this moment, we just come up with questions.
Yes. Great. So Andrew will tell you what he's giving away for prize number 1, and also what is the question.
The first prize, that one, nice cross-country t-shirt. given away by Miss Sheridan. Have it upside down. By Miss Sheridan Gabat out of Houston. Sheridan Mitchell out of Houston. The first question. You have it, George? You want to put it up?
That's true. Yeah, sure.
You sure?
There we
Okay.
go. That,
Yeah, that's ready. Yeah.
Very crossing.
Who is the current male ITT and road champion of Belize?
Elite male.
Elite male. Elite male. Elite male. So who is the current elite male ITT champion and road champion? They for calling or for just
They could either call or type. Call or comment.
because it won't be the quickest draw.
I was trying to call him, but wasn't working. Oh, and I'm not when he has to put up the thing. I don't know.
Corey Williams, that's correct. Carmelito, you are the lucky winner of the.
Ring the bell,
Michelle,
Andrew.
ring the bell. Give me the bell. That's correct. No one know what is the second question.
I do.
Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
but George is gonna put up the second question.
All right. Okay. And then second question. Okay. All right. Okay. Why people win prize and are confident?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I count 4 months later and say I come for my prize. No, poor me, you don't know. When you say you have to recycle the prize, eh?
Yeah. So question number 1, who is the current male ITT and road champion of Belize? None other than Corey Williams. He has done that 3 times in a row.
Yep.
Double.
No, guys, this is what something load up. Sorry.
Who do you believe is going to be your 2026, 2027 ITT champion? Men's elite.
Why? Tough, but Corey is still in the mix. Corey is still a very excellent time trial.
To me, that's not tough. I think the time that Corey puts up is way better than the second best would be Derek Chavarria and Javin Gonzalez. So it's not really close on the individual time trial. It's not that Corey's averaging about 30 miles an hour in that course. The other guys are more like 27-ish, I think. 28. But I think Corey will repeat as the individual time trial. And then, what about your road? Who's your pick?
Well, road will be tight, but it's tough. But I think you asked me that a few years, and I say, I say Derek Chavarria.
Okay, so you're sticking with Derek?
Yeah, kind of stick with Derek. Yeah.
Sure, it's a fair pick. I think it'll be difficult for Derek to win, although it'd be okay with me if he won. But I am picking Corey again because of the Jiven factor, and I'm not sure if the U23, because we don't have the numbers, I don't think they will be riding by themselves. We will see though.
I think I'm ready for the question.
All right, so question number 2, George will be typing that up shortly.
Alright, send it now. Let people see.
Yeah.
So I win 2 bandanas, and they say wear this on your helmet.
So who is the current men U23 individual time trial and road national champion?
And these are for Mr. Eckert and Carol Phillips. You're wearing on your helmet, you know.
Nice. What's that?
Renan, Card's funny. Renan,
you definitely have the talent to be. You definitely have the talent to be, sir. We're still waiting for some consistent results.
Yeah,
We're having a call here.
Yes, Lennox Knight, yes.
The night.
Yeah, can't double dip
Yes,
Carmen
tonight.
Leon. Yeah, the Chavarria.
Derek Chavarria. So who wait? But we have a winner on the phone too.
Yeah.
So who is first?
Hello.
Yes. We'll have to split that prize. So who's this? Good night.
Good night.
Yes, who is this?
This is Kush the Barber.
Kush the Barber out of Riga. Yes.
Sir.
How's the water down there, Kush?
The weather is okay down the side.
Yeah, how the flooding?
It's not raining that much.
How's the flooding?
Well, yeah, we have a lot of flooding from. Seems like the floods come from down that from down that side there.
Oh yeah, it's coming
From our
from.
side.
Okay, from Cayo, Guatemala side, no?
Right.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we saw some pictures on Facebook. It looks bad. A lot of water. All right. So we have two winners. So we'll figure it out. Kush, we'll announce here shortly what you won. So we might have to split the prizes.
All right then. Thanks.
Yes, man. Thanks for the call.
Well, I think I want to set this so you get set head ties.
Okay.
Bandana, so.
Andrew, we're always putting you in a precarious position. Why? I'll stop answering the phone. No, it's gonna go by the chat, right, George?
Yeah. All right, the third question. So, we ring the bell for both. Oh, I have it here.
So we have another call. I
For
can't.
Lennox Spence and Kush Barbershop.
Yeah, I can't.
So I'll put up the third one now.
Yeah, put up the third one.
Andrew, want to go ahead and read that?
Yeah. Okay, so the third question. Who is the current Master 35 plus ITT champion men? So everybody made a double dip? What did I answer?
Huh?
What did I answer?
You don't know?
No, me, I remember.
Really?
I remember all these things. Okay, all right, okay. Have a winner?
Winner!
Harold Campos. All right.
Man, we got these fans are very knowledgeable.
Harold Campos, so the winner, beautiful Keppel Mark Belize Cycling.
I love it.
This of Miss Sheridan Garbutt Mitchell out of Houston. Man, she really give a lot, you know.
Yeah.
The whole Marvin Moore. Harold Campos is the boy. Take a knee.
Right on.
Yep. I know where cap.
Hey, I'm always trying to get you to. Andrew has a phobia for hats.
I have cap with this.
You ever wear one?
Yeah, I like the real fitted baseball cap.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, got it.
The baseball one.
So who's the winner?
Marvin something.
Then we have a message from Mr. Bana. I believe he won a measuring tape.
Yes, that the right sit down one.
Yes, he said he'll pass by the shop for it.
Okay, yeah, the right there. Leave it for you, Mr. Bana.
So question for
Yeah.
And the final question, Andrew.
Final question. This is a utility knife given by Mr. and Mrs. Jex out of New York. Mr. Glenford and Margaret Jex. You know, sometimes want to cut open something.
Nice. And fans appreciation tonight. Big up to all the fans who are always watching.
Oh, yes, man. Big up the fans' appreciation.
Of course, Mr. Tawa out in New York. I saw him commenting earlier. Big up yourself. Anyone else you want to shout out to?
Stuart and Abdul family always in
Yes,
tune. of
Nigel
course,
was
yeah.
tuned. What, Nigel?
Well, I don't read the question, but they're on the seat, so I guess the
Oh,
answer.
who is a Master 35 road champion? Okay.
35 plus road champion, male masters, 35 plus road champion.
I don't know the answer either.
2026, 2025, 26.
2025, 26. I don't know who, show me who. Okay, if I'm
And bonus, how about a bonus? What was his position, overall position in the race? Andrew?
Okay.
For bonus.
But I wouldn't know the bonus, so we got winner though for this.
Yeah, wala makasi ako.
Do you have,
Carrot Heat?
you have any hydration pack at the store? Any,
No.
any gel? No cheerleader? Thank God I have. Okay, well, we won't give up bonus. But anyways, shout out to Liam Stewart, who was also 4th place last year in a very, very tough race.
Yep. Boy, they're rough. Their road race are rough.
It was first Corey Williams, second was Jivan Gonzalez in a tight sprint. Third was Derek Chavarria, and then Liam Stewart was 4th.
I never did get what the first 3 people that are winning now.
So the first person won the T-shirt.
Okay, T-shirt.
The second person won the bandanas. Well, actually,
Two sets.
Two, because
Push the barber.
Push and Lennox Spence.
Okay.
And then Marlon something win the cap.
Okay.
I don't know who that Marlon thing he have.
You'd have to scroll up, George.
And then Keith Anderson win the utility knife.
Keith Anderson. Nice job, Keith.
Yeah, I done get the utility knife. I don't say that we got the Marvin Mock, the person had as the name.
Anybody go shop by shop and send them Marvin Bo?
True. Yeah, true. Alright, let's see. I said, this is Tristan McCall, Mr. Donis, by the same. See there?
Okay, Tristan, okay, cool. You see? You might trick me. Some of them come and say, come collect a prize. All right, Tristan, the young man, he ride with Chavarria Cycling Club. Big up yourself, Tristan. All right, I got your prize here. Nice cap. You go sports it boat. Well, dear, well, and once you have fun, man, time fly by so quick. I said, man, can't believe the time fly by so quick.
Yeah, typically our show is like an hour and a half, right? From 8:30 to 9, but we never ever ends at 9 o'clock.
Never ends
it's always more 9:30.
Yeah. But sometimes it start a bit late too.
Yeah, you're right. Excellent.
But do you realize this have been going on for 230 days?
Yeah, quite a bit. What number are you trying to reach? What's the goal here?
I don't know, I just keep going like the bunny as long as, the battery not burn out.
The Energizer Bunny, huh?
Sometimes, whether my thoughts like streaming of race, right? And like I always say, I wonder how long I have to keep this up for. But for something, doing this keep me energized. And I feel like if I stop, I might just, shut down. So
keeps you young, no? Yeah.
I can't shut down.
You can't, exactly. But just a reminder, race is on for tomorrow.
Race is on tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, 5:30. Same route?
Same route, 2 laps, John Smith Road.
Open?
Open, yep, open.
Beautiful.
Open, so come out, warm up the legs for Sunday. Of course, Sunday, join us on the Central American Boulevard for the Father's Day cycling race. Pick up the Minister Anthony Mala and the BTB and the Cycling Federation of Belize who will be who organize the race. And like I said, dear, please remind me for carry the bell. And, yeah, I have it right on it there.
I'm reminding you now then.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. D, your final words.
Thanks again. Had a good conversation tonight about the female category. Let's not have that dialogue die here, Andrew. Let's continue to talk about that. Perhaps at the bike shop, you can bring that up tomorrow. I know a lot of guys come there on Fridays.
Yep.
Even if we just plan out maybe a month out and let's say plan a race or something, just to get the females and get the ladies back to race. Like you said, we could do something casually, just 1 lap. And here's the interesting thing as well. Everyone likes to see themselves on the camera, right? And you were starting to give the young ladies nicknames, and they were having fun with that Terminator. Then you had Energizer Bunny, and so forth, right? But that only happens if they get the coverage.
Right.
And most of the time, they're competing on the same days like the other races, and then because there's only one of you, would love to clone you or do a copy or something. So you have several Andrew Adonis that can cover all the races, but unfortunately you have to cover the bigger races, bigger sponsors, we get all that. But if we have the short races, let's say female races on Saturdays, the male race on Sundays, right?
Yep.
That way you can
cover it.
We're creating more work for you, but as well those races are going to be shorter, right? You're talking about an hour or so.
Right.
The 10-15 miles start off with, on Saturday mornings. I think that would actually we could start there.
Yes,
we could
man.
do something there, right? So let's see what we can do, guys. If the ladies are listening, get ready. I encourage you to get out on the bikes and start riding a little bit, and let's get back on the road and have a little bit of fun, and let's do our part to build that category. I think a lot of people are sitting waiting to sponsor these young ladies and sponsor these races. So, if we ask for the support, I'm sure it's going to be there, guys. With that being said, I'd like to, everyone that's being affected by all this rain and the flooding, we talked to a viewer from Dangriga, and they said a lot of flooding is happening down there. So we want to encourage you guys to continue being safe, make good judgments, good decisions. Safety is always first, and hopefully the water goes away pretty quickly and you guys can get back to your normal lives. With that being said, thank you very, very much for your participation tonight. Thank you for always choosing As the Wheels Turn. We're competing heavily against the World Cup tonight, but I'm sure we have our loyal viewers, and want to thank you guys. We'll be back again next week with another question of the week. With that being said, good night.
Yep. Thank you, Dee. My final words, thank you, Dee, for always being a great co-host. Like I said, the topic was about the female tonight, so hopefully guys want to stop by the shop, young ladies want to stop by and give their thoughts, and I could share it next week or when I'm on the live. I want to show to all the fans who tune in tonight. I want to pick up Mr. Kevin Logan again, taking care of our tires and our food. Folks, enjoy the rest of the NBA playoff and of course the World Cup. I love the World Cup, so I'll be tuning in on the games. So join us tomorrow morning, once the weather permits. We'll bring you live action of the, it will be a Friday race, it won't be Thursday. It's an open event. So come out, warm up the legs for Sunday's event, and then join me again Sunday. I should be on the Central American Boulevard to give you live coverage of that exciting event. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank Jurgen, the man behind the scenes. I want to thank Rochelle out there with all Little Ruction and Destruction. All my fans, and especially my immediate family. Last but not least, my beautiful wife at home. Good night. Have a safe and blessed night. See you guys tomorrow and the weekend. With that said, we are out.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn.